2.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Steps away to his left. They'll try and run it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run with Love. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, Love. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, here's Love. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
To throw, it's Murray. This will be caught by Brown. 17 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset. Draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
To throw on third down. Newton going deep for Benjamin. And that's caught inside the 35. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Back to throw, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty.
They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Nom, 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 nom.
How you feel?
This is so funny.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 1st down, it's Love. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check it back. Check. Lucky.
On on second down now. It's Love. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
It's not even the picture.
The plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys. It certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Newton to throw. Flushed out right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on 1st down, Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
3rd and long, it's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mike 54. I'm coming.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
X3, 218, chopper. Get it.
Running to start the drive is Love. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A huge play there on the screen pass. 55 yards. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This is Love, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, let's get sandwich.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
He's down right here. Down on the right. Down on the right. 3 out. 59.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.